Khel Yuva Football Club take on SWS Football Club in search of their first points in Group A of the Madhya Pradesh Premier League 2021. This is match number 9 from the Church Ground in Shihor, and Khel Yuva is keen to register their first win of the competition, and they will want to set the record straight following their 5-1 loss against Chamunda FC in their last game. Although SWS tasted massive success against Ratlam City, the side from Betul will look to continue their winning momentum. Here is the lineup of Khel Yuva Kalyan. No changes coming in for the home side. Today Udit continues in goal. Nihal also sits out, and so does Abhay Adarsh. And Dishant gets a nod to start. It's a narrow system. We'll talk about that later. And over to SWS, some tinkering from Firoz Khan as well. Vishwakarma is suspended for this one, and Shashank Agarwal have been left out. They were all starters in the previous match, and in comes Ashish Vijendra and Vikas Sharma, who continues between the sticks for SWS Shivaji Football Club. Here at the bench for Khel Yuva, it is a deep bench this time. Vikrant Yadav and Adarsh, who have featured heavily in this campaign, find themselves on the bench. The substitute, of course, for SWS very important as they look to chop and change the system. Agarwal is on the bench. Rishabh Raikwa, very important prospect down the wings. That's the man to watch out in terms of bringing on some firepower from the bench. Here are the match officials. Referee is Akash Kanodia. He will be assisted by Vinod Sharma and Vijendra Parmar, and the fourth official, Jyoti Gaur. SWS Football Club head coach Firoz Khan was left with reviewing the missed opportunities in his team's last encounter against Ratlam City Football Club, and although his side turned in a performance which they can take positives from, and Khel Yuva Kalyan's lack of sharpness in front of goal is something that Ankit Dhaspana will look to set right in the subsequent matches. Very important for Khel Yuva to keep calm. It's not easy playing against SWS Football Club. Khel Yuva needs to keep their confidence high, needs to keep the ball rolling, and try to make every chance count in the attacking third. Well, if you were told SWS FC at the start of the season that they would have to beat Khel Yuva to finish into the top two in the Madhya Pradesh Premier League, they may have questioned you, not out of disrespect for their opponents, but for their expectations to be higher. The season has been such now as their studs are firmly in the pitch in the present when they look back to this campaign as a season of realization. Here's the first attack of the game coming down the right flank. In comes the cross. SWS looking dangerous, and Aniket Kanodia. A great block coming in. And Akhilesh making that crucial block. An early chance falling into the path of Aniket Kanodia, who scored the opener against Ratlam City Football Club in the last game. So perfect blue skies, almost no rain, beautiful sunshine. These are indeed conditions for the beautiful game. Backed off here, kicked the rest. It has added to a real jovial, happy mood in the stands, helping to raise the level of sound more than a few decibels. The shirt sleeves order, very much the dress code. Another good looking ball in. And in comes the shot. First real shot on goal. The keeper saw that sail over the bar. No troubles whatsoever for Udit in goal. Udit Thapa, a goalkeeper of Khel Yuva, had to face a thumping defeat in their last game. Lost to Chamunda 5-1, who in fact won their second game as well in a row. Defeated the Lions by 1-0, and now they go straight to the top of the points table with 7 points from 3 games. And again, their number 10, Dipendra Sisodia, scoring the winner. He is level on goals with Ajay Purvia of Lions. Both of them 4 goals each. And second on the points table at present is Rotlam City, 6 points from 3 games. They clinched a victory earlier in the day against Shihor Boys Football Club, even though they had to see out tense final few minutes. Vishwa Pratap slotting one in the added times. Somehow, Ratlam City FC managed to see that game off and collect full 3 points from that game. And the team in yellow yet to open their account in this competition is Aniket Kanogia, accelerating, beats his man, sets up for a shot. He was caught up in two minds whether to shoot or to lay it off. In the end, choosing the wrong decision. Looking promising, SWS Football Club. Shivashish, the number 8, was the man with that half-hearted attempt. He's played for Kerala Blasters reserves, Shivashish Singh. We saw him playing in the Ramco Kerala Premier League last season. Here is Aniket Karonjia, who stole the limelight with his silky skills in the last game, and now he is on the mix straight away, takes a tumble. The referee says, "Get up." And the official thinking that he went to the ground too easily, as the contact was not substantial enough to give a penalty decision. And Aniket Kanogia looking very promising right from the off. Once more, he's the skipper, Shabir Shah. One assist for him already in the last game. And now Faisal Hussain, who scored the second, who scored the opener, in fact, if I'm not mistaken, against Rotlam City. Ankit Dasmana have tried a lot of combinations up front, and one of the statistics that bring out how much they have struggled to score. Lagveer scored against Chamunda, that shows the intent is there. He always gets into scoring position, and also it is very important to keep the focus and get into the game with a positive mindset, so that they can trouble SWS from Bittul. There won't be an easy team today, because the lineup looks very, very strong. Here they come. Khel Yuva. Nicely intercepted there. Faisal Hussain. Again spreading the game wide on the far right. Shabir was offering a run through the inner channel. Here is Aniket Kanogia. He's got twinkling toes. At this time, lots of human trap ahead of him. As a team in yellow, Khel Yuva defending deep. Here is Shabir. An early ball, attempted flick on from Faisal, who was looking to play in Aniket Kanogia. But the flick on this time didn't really work out. Another quick challenge coming in from Darpan, one of the mainstays at the back line of Khel Yuva. They've been porous in this tournament, conceding the most number of goals. They have struggled throughout their Madhya Pradesh Premier League campaign last season as well. We saw them just collecting 2 points from 7 games, 2 draws and 5 losses, conceded 17 goals, scored just 4, which goes to show defending have always been a big issue for the team in yellow. This campaign already conceding 8 goals within the opening 2 games. Not a very happy reading for their coach Ankit Dasmana. Leading up until half time in the last match. and then conceding 5 in the second against Chamunda Football Club. And now Khel Yuva, Kalyan. That's a delightful ball. Here is Sajal Thapa. Can't keep it in play. Darpan Sarathe, as I was mentioning, the main man in defense, along with Shubham Kumar Yadav, who is on the bench. However, Devesh Lakhvir Sajal will make that protective screen in front of defense. It will be interesting to see how SWS manages to break the defensive barrier. SWF as Shivaji FC have come into this league exactly for this sort of an occasion, and the team looks buzzing and high in confidence after that last win. And here they come once again. Aniket Kanogia on the turn, not finding the right pass, and working it out from the back is Khel Yuva. Complete dominance so far in the opening minutes, looking for an early start is SWS. In comes the ball. Keeper collects, now he fumbles and the rebound is cleared away. And just before Vikas Sharma could latch onto it, good defending there by Akhilesh. Centre back pairing of Akhilesh and Chandra for Khel Yuva. Shubhajit also coming into this. Subhajit Chakraborty, Sagar Thapa on the right, and the number 10 Raghavendra, play making responsibilities mounts on his shoulders. His Khel Yuva overplayed that pass. Can't control it either. Was Sajal Thapa in midfield. Raghavendra, his first touch. It's looking promising for the team in yellow, who wins a throw in for their efforts. Trying to find some joy down the right flank. Dishant. Here's the cross from deep. Headed away by Owenju. Now another long range try. And no problems whatsoever for Vikas Sharma in goal. A quick start. The first 10 odd minutes as SWS looking to make things happen. And they know with a win here, they'll go level on points with Ratlam City. He's the skipper Shabir Shah. One assist already for him in the last match. Can he add furthermore to his tally? Easily dealt with. And a long clearance. Now this is the last game of round 3 between these two sides. We start the round 4 fixture from Sunday. 2 consecutive losses for the Lions after making a promising start to their campaign. 5-0 victory against SWS. Even the most ardent Lions FA fan couldn't have imagined going down like this. On the flip side, SWS, the team who was down in the slumber, has woken up and started stomping again. They've shown great character, shown their mental stability as well. And despite losing 5-0, made a cracking comeback the very next game against Ratlam. And now Khel Yuva have a free kick here. The scoring has always been a problem for the team in yellow. Two losses already. And now Aniket with a turn of pace. But the release is not the one to remember. The flag will go up eventually. And that goal will not be counted. And as usual, the number 18 of SWS Shivaji Football Club, Aniket Kanodia, looking very, very promising, very sharp. He's got quick feet, he can take on defenders for fun. Vital, vital interception coming in. Cleared away by Owenju. It's collected by Devesh, who goes long further. A slightly scrappy play down in the middle from both the teams. But the team in orange SWS trying to explode the flanks using the pace of Aniket Kanodia and Shabir Shah, their skipper. And they've also got Faisal Hussain. The attacking line looks quite decent. He's Owenju trying to turn, quickly converging, and eventually lost the ball. He's Raghavendra. He's searching for options. Given away. It's Faisal. Can't get a touch in. Kept in play expertly. And now chasing this one is Raghavendra. And nicely defended by Vijendra. And now Shabir Shah escaping his marker. He's been the focal point for SWS in terms of building up play from the back. Shabir Shah, the heart of their team. Here is the number 25, Vijendra, giving away a throw in. So we are into the first quarter of the game. The score line is still 0-0 between Khel Yuva Kalyan and SWS Shivaji Football Club as Vijendra plays it in field. The pass is wayward. And the top of the table clash is getting quite intriguing with Chamunda Football Club leading the points tally and breathing down there on their neck. Just 1 point separating is Ratlam City on 6. Shihor Boys on 4. SWS also on 4. But this is their game in hand. And Khel Yuva Kalyan is down in the dump, yet to open their points table. They've scored 1 and conceded 8. A goal difference of -7. It's been a nightmare of a season for the team in yellow so far, with some terrible, terrible defending. And SWS, a football club, cannot settle for anything less than 3 points this evening to give good company to Chamunda Football Club and Ratlam City up top. Now let me remind the viewers, here is a chance for Vijendra, and the slightest of the touches just taking it away. And Chandra, meanwhile again they come back. The keeper spills it once more. Here is Vijendra. Aniket Kanodia takes it in his stride, goes for goal. It's off target. The promising signs from the youngster Aniket Kanodia. He's got quick feet, number 18. Be a standout performer in this tournament. And meanwhile, action on the other end. The no-nonsense clearance. Owenju. There is Faisal Hussain. Vijendra has got Faisal inside him. Shoaib Sabi picks out the latter. A wasteful pass behind. Again over the top, brought down by Shiva. Here they come again. It's Aniket Kanodia on the edge of the area. Picks out Shivashish, who tried to get it out of his feet, but couldn't sort his feet out. Eventually lost the ball. The only man up front is Raghavendra chasing this. Here's Vijendra. Lovely give and go. Vijendra is finding some joy down the left flank. And now Shivashish, former Kerala Blasters man. Shivashish keeps going. One can't get the cross in. He'll get a corner for his efforts though. Good decent start by SWS Petul. Lions are the side from Jabalpur. We have another side from Jabalpur, that is the Diamond Rocks in Group B. They'll begin their campaign once Madan Maharaj completes their UIL qualifiers. Another action at the near post. Can't get the header in. It's Owenju Paju, the number 21. A goal kick. It's erratic. Raghavendra trying to set up his strike partner. Wins a free kick though. We are already into the first 20 minutes of the first half. No goals yet between the two teams. Team in orange creating few half chances, but yet to test the goalkeeper. Shubhajit Chakraborty will be taking this one. A very weak attempt. Cleared away with ease by Owenju. And just a reminder to the viewers regarding the format. In Group A, the teams gonna face each other once in a round robin format, and the top two is going to go through to the semi-final. 12 teams divided into two groups, Group A and Group B. By 12th of October, we will be done with the Group A fixtures before we head into a week's break before resuming with Group B fixtures. Khel Yuva Football Club still trying to find that gap. This time managing to do so. Just went past him. That ball over the top. And nicely covered by the defenders. Here's a give and go. Nearly working out. The ball was just a tad too long from Paju. And Khel Yuva strengthening their defense in this game. They'll try to take at least a point from this game. Now the searching ball gets the flick on, can't clear their lines. SWS cleverly done there by Owenju Paju. The last touch coming off Sagar Thapa, keeping possession at the back. SWS and then taking time out in choosing those options in midfield. This is the sort of pattern we've been noticing from this team since the last game. Meanwhile, the flag has stayed down. Keeper comes out. It's an empty net. Oh my word, what a chance that was. The first real chance in the match. It goes begging. Aniket Kanogia had an absolute empty net ahead of him. He couldn't keep the ball on target. Could will have been his second in this Madhya Pradesh Premier League campaign. But the youngster eventually ponders a sitter. He will be hoping that it doesn't prove to be a costly miss for his team. Here is Paju, goes past three shirts, then giving the ball away. Playing a very deep line. Khel Yuva Kalyan. And when you play at such a high tempo against such a deep line, you will eventually end up giving the ball away. And the moment the SWS tries to play the through ball forward, the deep line comes into action. Both the teams with contrasting style. Here is Oenju Paju. Space opened up down the left. His Vijendra takes it on to his right and sending this one in. It's a great ball. Waiting in the middle is Fizal Hussain. The shot is once again blocked by a traffic of yellow shirts. Here is Shivashish. Beautiful footwork trying to set up Aniket Kanogia. The defender read that beautifully and eventually makes a clearance. The team in orange continues to attack, exploiting both the flanks very well. SWS Shivaji Football Club, the team from Betul up against the team from Chindwara. Shabir, a clever ball played over the defensive line. In comes the cross. Mistimed clearance. Very lucky. Fell into the path of the goalkeeper and not the waiting striker, Ankit Kanogia. Shabir chipping this one in for Faisal Hussain. Poor defending, still a chance for Faisal. Again wasted by the youngster. Three clear-cut scoring opportunities coming in the way of SWS. Aniket Kanogia missing one early on, and then a couple of chances for Faisal Hussain. Couldn't hit the target. He was one-on-one with the goalkeeper. And for a moment, it seemed like they didn't expect it, the defender to miss the clearance. And meanwhile, action at the other end. Here comes the chance from a sharp angle. Keeper makes a fine save. And the loose ball eventually falls for Shiva. Any top strikers waiting in there could have punished SWS. There's Aniket Kanogia chasing this one. Keeper coming out of his line. And does well on this occasion. And now the game is started to open up. Both the teams finding spaces in midfield. The first 5 to 6 minutes, it was even Steven. Over the last 2 3 minutes, Khel Yuva slowly and steadily trying to mount a comeback, trying to eat into possession. He is under pressure, Shabir Shah. Vijendra shows one way, goes the other. Great speed there from Vijendra, and he keeps going. Crucial tackle coming in from Kalesh. Here is Devesh. Shiva. Zoinju goes past his man as if he did not exist. Skillful play from Oenju, just taken away. Here is Sagar. Back to Sajal. A couple of step overs, finding the right man, sending this one onto the far side. A reverse pass, not really working out. Shabir. This time, the ball over the top. This is no man's land. Lagveer Singh, the number 15, is the only goal scorer of Khel Yuva so far in this campaign. For SWS, Ajit and Faisal scored in the previous game. So they'll try to draw courage from the fact they have won against Ratlam City in the last match. But Khel Yuva leaving spaces in behind, and SWSFC attackers running into those spaces. And that's the area of concern for Ankit Dasmana, which they need to resolve as soon as possible. In games like this, the margin of error should be less. And now Shiva winning a free kick inside Khel Yuva's midfield. He will be sending this one straight into the box towards Faisal, and it's headed away. Raghavendra, nice control from the youngster. But once again, disappointing release. Eventually, not finding his teammate. Shiva, incisiveness in SWS's passing is missing so far. And that's one of the characteristics of a Firoz Khan's side when they manages to score early. Probably that nervousness quells. When they leave it till the end, they have a habit of leaking goals, which is why Firoz Khan was looking for a quick start. But as the game progresses, you'll see this team in orange getting under the pressure, and meanwhile, chance to shoot for Raghavendra, and finally it comes in. Once again, too many orange shirts in the way. Vijendra, lovely give and go, runs out of space. There's the number 25. Intricate play down the left channel. He's ONG. A misclearance. Vijendra could latch onto it, almost managing to do so. They're playing with fire, the team in yellow. An awkward bounce, chips it over. Great control. And now that outside of the boot pass, the keeper collects it comfortably on the edge of the 18-yard box. Pushing men forward is the team in orange, but the long ball is off the mark, not finding his man. Both the teams in midfield kind of switched off. Now the ball in space. The first time crossing, the first time clearance also coming in. Lakveer Singh was the man with that ball in, and this time beautifully winning a throw in, winning a free kick with Sajal. Akhilesh, some instruction from the sidelines. Now goes straight into the box. I saw the keeper off his mark and went for goal himself. Vikas Sharma, Oenju, back to Vikas Sharma in defense. Now Shivashish is Ashish, Shabir looking for another diagonal. This could fall for Vijendra, trying to escape his man. Vijendra lays it back. Here comes the cross in towards the far post, kept alive, but only for Khel Yuva FC player to clear. And the game between Bengaluru United and Madan Maharaj in I-League qualifiers have also kicked off in Bangalore Football Stadium. Mehtab Hussain is back from his retirement, and after 3 long years of playing a competitive football game, the midfield general of Madan Maharaj, lots of experienced heads in the ranks for Madan Maharaj in the likes of Abhishek Das, the former Hero ISL winner with Chennai FC, the goalkeeper Shayan Roy, who played for Tedimburg Athletic Union in the Hero I League, Monotos Chakladar, former East Bengal defender, and loved it. But William Twala, the South African striker, is missing the opener due to COVID. We've also got big names on the bench in the likes of Jiten Murmu, who won the Calcutta Football Premier League with PLS and also played for Round Glass Punjab last season. And Madan Maharaj is confident with their lineup, confident of a decent showing in their maiden Hero I League Division 2 campaign. And meanwhile, Khel Yuva trying to build up move down the middle. Another lack of imagination in the final third. A lovely touch. Vijendra first time release for Faisal Hussain, but the shot is very a feeble one, way off target. Didn't quite connect it. Meanwhile, another attack was building up. Faisal Hussain, keeper somehow managing to get there ahead. And a good news for all the football fans in Madhya Pradesh, as their home side Madan Maharaj is leading by a goal against Bengaluru United. And the ball just robbed away by Oinju Paju. And now Shabir Shah. Shivashish. Back to Shabir. Shows one way, goes the other. Good ball threaded forward. Pulls it back for Faisal, who takes a crack. Shouts for handball. The referee says that it was unintentional, of course. There's a long goal kick. Beautifully controlled by Shiva. He covers a lot of space in the central defense. SWS playing with confidence as usual. We saw him using his physique very well in the previous game as well, whereas WS managed to keep a clean sheet. And they are Chamunda Football Club is the only team after round 3 who are unbeaten in the league. Vijendra, Shabi, great ball over the top, finding his man. And this time, just couldn't peak Shivashish on the edge of the 18-yard box. Playing that pass in a haste. SWS on the attack. Shubhajit. 5 minutes of regulation time left in the first half. It's still goalless between Khel Yuva Kalyan of Chindwara and SWS Shivaji Football Club of Betul. The referee says it's a foul throw. That puts it out of play. Here is Sagar. Chandra. Darpan. Dishant. Back to Darpan. The game has gone off the boil now. Searching the man this time. The offside flag has gone up. Great run from Vijendra. Just behind Faisal Hussain. And that low ball. Madan Maharaj, as I mentioned, is still leading by 1-0. Shubham giving them the much important lead in the first half against the favourites FC Bengaluru United, who are of course playing in their home turf. They drew 1-1 against Rajasthan United. Pedro Manzi, the Spanish striker, heading them in front, and that goal was cancelled out in the second half. They will be low in confidence at present, Bangalore United, and that is where Madan Maharaj got to take advantage of and try and express themselves. Meanwhile, lines it up from distance, and you can see the dog in the middle of the park having an evening walk into the pitch. An early substitution. Sagar is going out. Sagar Thapa, and in comes Shubham Kumar Yadav. Faisal. A good link-up play here. Once again, the end product remains a haywire. A draw here won't help either of the sides, especially SWS, who are vying for the top two spot. It is imperative for them to pick up full 3 points this evening. So we are already past the regulated 45. A few minutes will be added on. We haven't had too many stoppages in the first half. Another good ball, working it down the left channel, shrugging off his marker. Way behind Aniket Kanoji again. That pull back. And now Shiva stepping into the attacking half. Paju. Shiva. Good ball here. Here's Owenju. Cuts the ball back. Nice positional play by Akhilesh. And this time it's the number 15. Showing a turn of pace. Lakveer Singh goes past Owenju. Still Lakveer. And headed away by Ashish. Aniket Kanojia. Vijendra. Flag has stayed down. And now it goes up. And then the assistant's taking a few seconds before raising the flag up. A referee just trying to say Vijendra that the whistle was already blown. So why did you continue playing? Ritik, now Vijendra, hugging the touchline on the left. Aniket Kanojia is quickly surrounded by a couple of yellow shirts. Shiva, Shivashish, quick feet. having a very comfortable game. SWS goalkeeper Vikas Sharma haven't been involved much so far. On the flip side, Udit Thapa had to come out and punch a few balls clear. Apart from that, it's been a pretty quiet game and nothing going forward so far, except a couple of marauding runs down the right by Lakhvir and Khel, Yuva, and SWS defenders have managed to hold that shape pretty nicely, which the Khel Yuva Football Club players will try to dissect in the second half. Shabir, and referee blows the whistle for half time. So it's a goalless between SWS Football Club and Khel Yuva Kalyan as the first half comes to a close. SWS Shivaji Football Club. It's goalless up until half-time, and in case you have just joined us, one side in a hurdle, deep in a team meeting, and the giant killers. Then on the other side is Khel Yuva in their conservative 4-2-1-2 formation. And this game is screaming for a goal. Referee Akshay Kanodia blows the whistle and we are underway with the second half. Khel Yuva, a football club, will be attacking from right to left of your screen, and the team in orange, SWS, will be attacking from left to right. And nothing separating the two teams so far in the first half, and the story was absolutely similar, going by the trend. Here's Faisal trying to play in Shabir, trying to get on the front foot the team in orange right from the off in the second half, winning a quick throw in, quickly taken towards Aniket Kanodia, plucks it out of the air, not taking any kind of risks. The defenders of Khel didn't try anything different meanwhile. Another long range try. If Faisal, we saw a brilliant long ranger from Haftabur Rahman in the opening game of the day between Shihor Boys and Ratlam City, scoring a screamer from about 30 yards out. Another attempt coming in from Faisal Hussain as well, the goal scorer in the last game for SWS. And now Shabir Rahman, Shiva, takes route one, shifting it out right. Great ball in. Continuing his run is Shabir Shah. Can't go past his man. Akhilesh was standing tall. Another going long and direct, looking for the run of Lakveer. Here is Sajal. This time he founds Lakveer Singh. Shiva is covering him, and he wins the physical battle as well. A good defend. Playing it with confidence inside their own box. SWS Shabir. There's Oinju coming central from his wide position, making the pass out wide and continuing his run could be a tap-in opportunity, and finally SWS has broken the deadlock in the 48th minute. And the goal scorer immediately goes to the ground after scoring. Maybe he's received a knock. But what a way to open the scoreline. Owen Jupaju, the creator, an excellent ball played forward, and Khel Yuva Kalyan conceding a very, very soft goal. And that is how the incident took place. A defining touch just through the legs of the on-rushing goalkeeper. It seems like Ankit Kanodia is the man who's opened the scoring for SWS Football Club. Now he's receiving treatment, and the injury looks serious. Ankit Kanodia, his second goal of the campaign, having a dream run. This youngster, known to find pocket of space inside the box, he gets into scoring positions pretty well. And just a gentle touch, a gentle glide towards the goal. Very cool and calm finish by Ankit Kanodia. Chance for them to go level on points with Rotlam City and move to third in the points table. And Ankit Kanodia, meanwhile, it's a good sign that he's back on his feet. He's limping. And the referee has just instructed him to go to the sideline, receive treatment, and then come back. So an early goal in the second half, setting the tempo. And Khel Yuva Football Club have it all to do now, but they are trailing by 1-0. A ninth goal that's been scored against them. They conceded 17, as I've mentioned in the previous campaign, and this season 9 already in the first three games. And the nightmare for the team in yellow continues. Ankit Kanodia once more on hand to provide a much important lead to SWS Football Club. We are 6 minutes into the first second half. SWS Football Club of Betul leading by a goal against Khel Yuva, who's still struggling in this campaign, yet to open the account. Here is Sajal. He nods it down for his teammate. Back to Sajal. Still keeps hold of the ball. Lays it back to Akhilesh. Back to Sajal. Now a through ball on into his path. He's taking his time, takes a look up and sending this one in. What was he trying to do eventually? Completely off balance. But he tried to take a shot at goal. I wonder what he was thinking there. Shubhajit was the man. A sizable crowd at the church ground in Sihor enjoying this football fest of about a month after 7 days break. Akhilesh, Sajid, in a cul-de-sac was Vikas Sharma. They quickly moved the ball forward. Here is Faisal, speedy raid down the right flank, cleverly winning a corner kick for his team. And SWS making a substitution. Is number 24 Sohail Raza will be coming in. He will be replacing Vijendra. Sohail Raza coming in. Sohail Raza, a slightly defensive-minded player, as the manager Feroz Khan looking to protect this 1-0 lead. The idea at the back of his mind will be to collect 3 points first, and if situation allows, then go all out for more goals. And they need one more over here to put the game to bed. There was an elaborate touch, and he's been dispossessed. Owenju brought down expertly. Now the goal scorer Ankit Kanodia sending this one in is the number 14 is Owenju. Latches onto the loose ball onto his left side. A good take by the goalkeeper Udit Thapa. And a quick release, a cut shot by Sohail, the man who's come on. Faisal. Referee says play on. Faisal taking his time. Sohail. Shiva playing a high line in defense. SWS can be vulnerable at the back in case of a quick turnover from Khel Yuva Football Club. Meanwhile, the number 18 is down. Is Aniket Kanogia once again. That injury while scoring the goal is troubling him as he indicates for a change towards his technical area. Ankit Kanogia, Aniket Kanogia, what a player. Shabir, cleverly taken free kick. Oh, the flag has gone up already. Faisal adjusting it into the path and given away very cheaply here. Here's Lakweed. He goes for a crossfield pass. In the way was Sohail. Here's Owenju. Time and again Owenju Paju coming central from his wide position. And now Sajal goes on the outside just to cross it in, but good sliding tackle coming in once more by Ashish. Ashish Yadav is getting a start today in SWS colours for the first time in Madhya Pradesh Premier League, and it is in fact their debut season in the Madhya Pradesh League. The side from Betul, Ritik plays it quickly into Owenju. Again launches it long. No movement in midfield at present. Just spraying those long balls from the back. And if you keep doing that, at one point of time you will be frustrated. Meanwhile, a chance opens up and a score. A beautiful goal by Lakveer using the outside of his foot. And Lakveer Singh once again the saviour for Khel Yuva Football Club. An absolutely shambolic defending by SWS Betul, as I was mentioning, complicit at the back, losing their focus, losing their concentration, and completely out of nowhere, Lakwir grabs an equalizer for his team. And that's how it has happened. The keeper was way off his mark, and a clinical finish by the number 15. He's second as well of this campaign, Laghveer Singh. So we are back to where we were in the first half. It's 1-all between Khel Yuva Football Club and SWS Shivaji Football Club. The SWS making a quick start in the second half, taking the lead through Aniket Kanodia, and that goal has been cancelled out by Lakhvir Singh on the hour mark. So we are in for an exciting and interesting last 30 minutes. Owen Jupaju with a misdirected clearance. And now this goal may work as a tonic for the team in yellow. Is that lack of concentration. Once again, it's stolen away by Sajal. Keeps going the team in yellow. And not a very confident clearance. Chance to counter. A back touch. Once again, a long range try by Lakhvir. His second attempt from distance. Now Shabir. Good ball in. Defender misses the clearance. Now Aniket Kanodia skips past the challenge. Shabir. Shabir goes for goal. Wide of the back post. Oh, no power on that shot from Shabir Shah, the skipper. Well, this is the last game of round three. As the round four begins on Sunday, we'll have a triple header that day as well. This Owen Jupaju had a terrific game this evening. Left full back of SWS. One of the seven strikers, of course, last season's semi-finalist, are not playing in this edition of Madhya Pradesh Premier League. They lost to the Lions 1-0 in the semi-final. Shah again takes the aerial route, trying to use the pace down the left. In comes the shot, straight to the goalkeeper. Vikas Sharma launches it long, who wins the header is Shiva. On the second ball is Shabir Shah. Now he gets the return from his right back Ashish Shivashish. The run didn't came in from Faisal. He tried to play him in Vikas Sharma. Now once again Evening walk for the dog on your screen. It just gone offside. Another long throw in will be coming in. And as the skipper, Shabir Shah speared it in. They tried an acrobatic volley at the front post to Shiva, committing a foul in the process. It's locked at 1-all, the scoreline. And now Aniket, he's chasing this one. Under pressure is Chandra, stood firm, the young centre half. The ball played into space. He tried for that early ball in Sajal. He didn't quite connect it, and the bounce is awkward. But the ground condition looks much better today compared to the last 3 days. It's a very hard ground, to be honest with you. One of the big challenges for the players is to control the ball in this kind of ground conditions where the bounce will be wayward. There is Pfizer, neat turn, peels away for finding his man, and the passes fall short eventually. It's cut off quite nicely by Shubhajit, the man who is bossing the defensive midfield zone in the second half. Now Aniket Kanodia on the left edge of the penalty area plays it back to his skipper Shabir, who recovers. He's got Owenju ahead of him, picks him out as well. He's surrounded by three yellow shirts, going in tight on Paju, but still he keeps going. Beautiful footwork by Owenju Paji. Skillful play from the left full back. Goes past three yellow shirts. But once again, that final product letting him down. I've got to work a lot in training to try and improve his crossing. And this innocuous little things can be very crucial in the later stages when you play big teams, when you play big games, especially when you are chasing games. There will be no margin for error. And now, here comes Khel Yuva. And the assistant says it's a corner kick, the first corner of the game for Khel Yuva. And it took them 67 minutes to earn one corner. Can they double their lead from this set piece? Vikas Sharma is the man getting ready to take the corner. A double substitution coming on. Meanwhile, number 20 Adarsh will be coming in, and number 18 Mohammad Abbas making a double change. The coach of Khel Yuva, Ankit Dasmana. Here is Vikas Sharma swinging this one in. The referee already has blown the whistle. Akhilesh Balavi. Can't keep it in play. Lagveer Singh. And if the scoreline remains like this at the end of the round three, sure, SWS Football Club will move on to 4 points from three games, and Khel Yuva will open their account this season. Another constructive move down the left flank. Again, that connection which was lacking at the back post. Ankit Kanodia playing the deep cross in inside the box. Owenju once again is making inroads into Khel Yuva Football Club's penalty area. Plenty of time left in this game. About 20 minutes of regulation time and added time. It's just a matter of one goal for SWS. Another fine ball through the gap. Keeping it play. Shoshish. And now he attacks the byline, sending this one in. Keeper comes out of his area. The referee says it's a foul on Udit Thapa. And at the Bangalore Football Stadium, Madan Maharaj have managed to double their lead. And at the same time, the goalkeeper Shayan Roy had to go out due to an injury. A quick link-up play inside the box. Lines it up from distance. Lots of human traffic ahead of him. Could be another chance. Sits up nicely. This should be a penalty. The referee has blown the whistle. An immediate booking. And it seems like the incident just took place outside the penalty area. And maybe a free kick has been awarded. Or is it a penalty? We need to have a closer look at this. There's some confusion. But it seems like a penalty has been awarded to SWS Football Club. That was a pretty clumsy challenge inside the box by Darpan, their most trusted defender. And Aniket Kanodia is getting ready to take this penalty kick. He's already on 2 goals in this competition. And the youngster is eyeing for his third and for the second in this game. Here goes Ankit. He misses the penalty. Still a chance on the rebound and he's turned it in. Aniket Kanodia is on fire. The number 18 is having a dream season. The penalty was saved by Udit Thapa, and on the rebound, turning it in from close range. Super reflexes from Aniket Kanodia. Is very quick to react inside the 6-yard box as well. A fox in the box, the number 18. A typical poacher's finish from Aniket Kanodia. With this lead, with this goal, SWS Football Club regains their lead It's 2-1 now in their favor as we near the last quarter of the match. Owenju, that pass just escaping Shabir. Lakveer, he has switched wings in the second half. Finds a runner in the inner channel. His foot just swept away from his knees. What a solid challenge. Shabir, and nicely done there by Shabir. Shrugs off the challenge. Again, arrows it towards Aniket Kanodia. Can he capitalize on the misclearance of the defender? And that's what he's so good at, in pressing the number 18. Aniket Kanodia, maybe he doesn't offer a physical prowess so much, but he's impressed in this tournament with his pressing and his goal scoring exploits. He reminds me of Ishan Pandita, the former FC Goa striker who signed for Jamshedpur this season. Ishan Pandita as well, very impressive with his pressing as he continues to mature into a first timer. He scored few late goals last season in the Hero ISL coming off the bench, used as a super sub by the Spanish manager Juan Ferrando. Just a glimpse of Ishan Pandita on Aniket Kinodia, the youngster, and the number 10 for SWS Beetle comes in. It's Manish Prasad Gupta. Can SWS extend their lead further? Or will the side from Chindwara fight back once more? Again given away. Lakveer, a danger man, can't find the right pass. Chance to hit them on the break. Shabir again takes the aerial route, but it's gone out of play. All three goals coming in the second 45 minutes. Aniket Kanodia opening the score line in the 46th minute. And that goal was cancelled out by Lakveer Singh. And once again, regaining their lead, the team in orange, through a spot kick. Aniket Kanodia already on a hat-trick in this game. We saw a couple of hat-tricks in this tournament already. Ajay Purvia of Lions FA scoring 4 goals in the opener against SWS. Dipendra Sisodia of Chamunda Football Club netting in 3 against Khel Yuva. Ajay Purvia and Dipendra Sisodia both on 4 goals. Aniket Kanodia on 3. Lakveer on 2. It's a very tight contest as well. The race for the golden boot. Here's Shiva on the turn. Shabir. Can he keep this one in? In full cry is the number 14 Vikas Sharma, managing to keep it in. Cuts it inside the box. Chance to set up for another goal. And Faisal just falling behind. And the long range attempt is way off target. Another delightful run by Vikas Sharma, almost setting up a Faisal Hussain. But Chandra and Akhilesh, both the centre backs combining to sniff out that danger. Meanwhile, once again, another corner for Khel Yuva. the city of Shihor, a 40 kilometers drive from the capital Bhopal. Indore, of course, is the biggest city in this state of Madhya Pradesh. And the other notable cities are Jabalpur, that's the city from where Lions Boys comes from, Lions FA. Meanwhile, a free header, some confusion in the box, smacked away by Ashish. Meanwhile, chance to break free for Oenju. Now he's out of possession. Chance could open up for Lagveer, and for a second it looked like an own goal. The keeper was almost caught off guard. And as Khel Yuva Football Club wins a corner kick. Akash Thapa was just down. Mahendra now he's up on his feet. Keeper comes out and he completely misses that flight. Shiva. SWS continues building out from the back through Shiva. Faisal. A flag is already up. Shiva. Faisal Hussain trying to come back from an offside position. And once again mistiming his run. Sajal has got Lagveer ahead of him. Goes the other way around. Here comes Khel Yuva. Get up, says the ref. Again punted forward into a dangerous area. Lagveer. Again it fell onto his left side. He will be hoping to get that on his right more often. His stronger foot. Shiva. Another ball. And straight to the Thapa. Again excellently defended by Owenju. Building up from the far side is the team in yellow. Searching for an opening. And this time a throw in favor of Khel SWS FC. And if the score line ends like this, SWS is going to be their second consecutive victory. Here's Aniket Kanodia. Goes past three shirts. And trying to set up the right winger, who is bundled off the ball. There will be a foul. A free kick for SWS. A full-on body check by Khel Yuva's number 14, Sajal Thapa. Vikas Sharma was the man who was fouled. And now Faisal Hussain on this free kick. We haven't seen any goal from set pieces in this competition. Can this be the first one? As Faisal Hussain and Shabir Shah, both involved in this. Some trouble brewing. Hops over. Is Faisal. Shabir takes a good dip on it and it rattles the woodwork. And Shabir Shah is showing that he's got the quality to hit from that sort of range from a set piece opportunity. Great dip on that free kick. It rattles the upright. The first set piece kept on target. We saw Arjun Singh of Shihor Boys in the last game hitting one in target from about 30 yards out. His Faisal gone over the bar. Then receiving the pass from Aniket Kanodia. Ovinju can't go past Darpan. Darpan Shatare. Khel Yuva already conceded 10 goals now. If today's two taken in count, Madan Maharaj Football Club is still leading by 2-0. Lakveed, an excellent ball. It's a corner kick now. So coming in is Abhay, the number 17. The last 5 minutes of regulation time left at the church ground in Shihor. We can see the tiring legs around now. It's quite humid. In comes the corner. The keeper gets enough distance on that punch. And Vikas Sharma goes to the ground immediately. The referee calls for treatment of Vikas Sharma. We'll come back on Sunday again with the round 4 fixtures. The first one will be between Shehor Boys Football Club and SWS Betul, who are at present leading by 2-1. What a cracking contest it's going to be between the two sides. The second game of the day going to be between Chamunda Football Club and Ratlam City. We just seen Chamunda FC players on the stands keeping an eye on this game. And the final game, the last game rather, of Sunday will be between Khel Yuva FC Chindwara and the Lions FA of Jabalpur. Three lip-smacking encounter coming up next on Sunday before we head in towards the final day of Group A in the Madhya Pradesh Premier League. And the last 2 days are gonna decide which two teams goes through to the semi-final from the group stages. Possession snapped away. Here's Shabir. Feints for the shot. It's a good cross. Could be the hat trick for Aniket Kanogia. Can that block in the way from Chandra? What an opportunity that was for Aniket Kanogia. Just had to beat the keeper. Perfectly set up by Shabir down the left, beating two men. But Aniket Kanogia tried to pull the trigger. In comes Chandra in the way to make that vital block, keeping the scoreline same at 2-1. Now Aniket Kanogia. He's one-on-one with the defender. Takes him on. Could be the hat trick for Aniket Kanogia. Easy as you like. Letting his way through as smooth as a hot knife through butter and completing his hat trick. A third hat trick in this Madhya Pradesh Premier League. Ajay Puruvia of Lions starting it, followed by Dipendra Sisodia, and now Ankit Kanogia completes the hat trick against Khel Yuva FC. With this goal, he will equal the scoring tally along with Dipendra Sisodia and Ajay Puruvia. The three of them now locked on 4 goals, each with a hat trick in their name, and the score line is 3-1 in favor of SWS. So the team in orange, who will be picking up all 3 points this evening, it's going to be their second win, a second successive win after losing by 5-0 in the opening game. What a remarkable comeback by Firoz Khan and his boys. 6 minutes, meanwhile, has been added on. Aniket Kanogia, the number 18, has stolen all the limelight here at the church ground in Shihor. Offside, no doubts about that. And the news from Bengaluru is Bangalore United have pulled one back. The scoreline is 2-1 at present. Sanju Pradhan reducing the scoreline. Meanwhile, again through is Aniket Kanogia. Completes his fourth one of the evening. He is just toying with the defenders of Khel Yuva. And now he jumps above the chasing pack and goes right to the top. 5 goals. He made it look so simple. He made it look so easy. Aniket Kanogia. One of the brightest prospects. One to look for the future. The ball almost glued to his feet. And the scoreline is 4-1. It's been a one-man show in the second half. Just 3 minutes left for this game to come to a close. After letting in 5, SWS is scoring 6. They've also conceded 1 in this game. So the goal difference at present will be 0. They scored 6 and conceded 6. In Lakbir, that shouldn't trouble the keeper at all. Once again, they're romping forward. At this time, couldn't quite control it. They're hungry for more. This time it's Faisal Hussain trying to get in on the act. It was a loose shot. 1.5 minutes away from the second 3 point of the season. Meanwhile, chance for Faisal. It just kissed the back post and whiskers out. Almost the fifth. And there it is. Just two whiskers away from nestling into the bottom corner of Faisal Hussain. His attempt. Khel, Yuva. For them, the sorry state of affair continues. They conceded 3 in the opening game, that 5 against Chamunda, and 4 this evening. At 12 goals already in 3 games. It seems like they're going to surpass their previous season's goal conceding tally. Last 20 seconds then. Once again, he's broken the offside trap. I should have picked out the options on the right. He was asking for it, but he was well within his rights to go on his own. Aniket Kanodia. He has tasted blood, the young striker, and he is hungry for more. The referee checks his watch. There's going to be final whistle any moment. Another ball into the channel. Stops. Can they make the scoreline respectable? Is Lakbir Singh, before he could set up onto his left side, quickly blocked by Shiva. And now Owenju now with his quick feet. Another move building up down the middle. Shabir puts a break on his run. And now Faisal Hussain. Shivashish, Owenju, and Aniket Kanodia stops and then passes a no-look pass into the path. Could be the 5th one. But Khel Yuva Football Club can thank Akhilesh for getting some block. And meanwhile, full-time whistle from the referee. So the match number 9 between Khel Yuva FC and SWA ends in 5-1 in favor of the team in orange. And with this win, SWS Shivaji Football Club moves on to 6 points from 3 games. And Khel Yuva is down in the dump and yet to open their points tally in the competition. We will come back on Sunday with round 4 fixtures. Goodbye for now.